Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Wes from Terminator Squad Airsoft, and today I have a review of the A&K SR25, basically a DMR platform that you can really do a lot with. I picked this up off a friend a couple weeks back. He sold it to me. He barely used it, just sitting in his closet, so he said, hey, take it. And I love the gun. I got to use it in op. I was hitting targets. This thing, currently it's stock. The only modification I did was I put a new bucking in it, Mad Bull Shark bucking. I was hitting kids. I had a few ones go over 200 feet, and it's a completely stock gun, no type bore, just a new bucking. So I was very pleased with that. It's a very nice rifle. External build quality, everything is full metal, except obviously the stock, which is actually a pretty high quality plastic. It's not too bad. I mean, it's probably not as nice as a classic Army stock, but hey, it gets the job done. Body, full metal, no trades or anything, just, you know, safe semi-auto. That's a pet peeve a lot of people have about these guns, is because the real SR25 only has safe and semi. This one has auto because, I mean, it's an airsoft gun. It doesn't actually shoot full auto. That's with an 11-1 lipo. It's actually pretty good. Anyways, wrist handguard, no wobble whatsoever. Very good delta ring. There's absolutely no play in this thing whatsoever. Really doesn't rattle at all. I really am pleased with the gun. It does come with flip-up iron sights. That's the front side. I don't have the rear side on right now because I have my 4x32 scope on there for sniping, because that's what it's supposed to do. Internally, it features the version 2.5 gearbox, which is basically an elongated version 2. It does take a few proprietary parts, but a lot of companies, good companies, actually make aftermarket parts. I know the piston is longer. I'm not sure what else. I think maybe one of the gears is a little different, but I know GMP actually makes some replacement parts for their SR25 series, so you can easily put them in here. It's completely Tokyo Marui compatible. Pretty much that's it. The only other complaint I have from it is that my dog just ran in front of the camera. Thanks, Rex. It comes with a 470 round high capacity magazine, you know, standard wind-up. These are bigger than M4 mags. I kind of think they look cooler because they're chambered for a 7.62 round instead of a 5.56 like the standard M4 mag is. Biggest thing with this is that this right here is a G&G high cap 470 round. It doesn't fit well in this. Like, you really have to jam it up in there, and then it breaks the mag release, and it just doesn't fit well. It's all silver there because I sat there and I had to sand it down to even get it to fit in the mag. I bought this used from my local shop, and I didn't try it out before I bought it. That was my fault on that. But oh well, I got it for 15 bucks. It's just not. I'm gonna have to file it down some more so it actually fits a little better. That's really the only complaint. Don't go buy G&G mags unless you have a G&G SR25, because I know G&G mags for their SR25s are slightly larger. Another thing with this gun is the motor. It's pretty high torque, but it kills batteries kind of fast. I actually, when I played with an op, I played all day and I killed 2 LiPo batteries with it. And normally those LiPos last me a lot longer than, you know, half a day. So maybe it's just my motor, not sure. It does have a lot of torque in it. The gun, it's pulling a pretty heavy spring. The gun's chronoed in at 395 FPS with a 2.5, which is roughly 440 feet per second with a 2. So it is pulling a lot back from this gearbox. I would definitely recommend upgrading it to maybe an amp high torque. I know a lot of guys at the our local field use those things, and they're very good motors. I know you can pick them up at Airsoft GI for 45 bucks. Other than that, very nice gun, very nice build quality. If you're looking for a DMR platform, I would definitely recommend an SR25, even if it's not the A&K. A&K is very cheap if you can find them. I know a lot of places are out of stock. The only place I know that has them in stock right now is Airsoft Megastore. But other than that, I know like GI and all them, I'm pretty sure they're out of stock right now. But pick one up if you find one. They're very good, they're cheap, and they're great upgrade platforms. I mean, externally they're great. Internally, they're pretty good. They could use a few, you know, Type 4 barrel, bucking, motor, But other than that, hey, pick one up if you have the money. I don't think you'll regret it. It's good for the shooting test. Alright, now it's time to shoot this bad boy. Remember, this gun is completely stock. Nothing's been done to it at all in terms of rate of fire upgrades or anything like that. Bucking would not. New bucking doesn't increase the rate of fire or anything. I have an 11-1 2300 milliamp 20C dump LiPo in it. I really just use a LiPo in this thing because of the trigger response, because it makes it really crisp, and when I'm acting as a DMR I want some pretty crisp trigger response because I really don't use this much on full auto, but I will show a burst on full auto. We'll just be shooting a tree that's maybe 75 feet straight out from where I'm standing right now. First semi. Full auto.